What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Noli here. Welcome to another Payday 2 video. I love saying my intro. I have not said those words in almost 6 months, about 5 months I'd say. I don't think I've played Payday 2 for more than 5 minutes for 5 months. Payday 2 feels like a brand new game for me. And you would not believe how excited I am to get into it. This video, I'm going to be showing off some things that I have not seen. I'm going to be going through them. I'm sure you guys can educate me on them in the comments section down below. Because like I said, I have not been paying any attention to Payday 2 for a while. And I've got some explaining to do. Face cam is on. It's not the best quality. It's my laptop camera. I apologize, future videos I can definitely get a much better quality face cam if you guys enjoy this style, but I feel for a video like this, where basically I'm going to grovel to you guys and apologize for disappearing without a trace for not the first time, a little bit of sincerity and face-to-face chat is necessary. So I'm sorry if you guys don't like my overly expressive face, I'm sorry if it's off-putting, but it might be something for you to look at least at the start of the video when we're not going to be going through an awful lot. And I'm just going to be explaining what's going on, because as you can see behind me, some of you will have seen it before in previous facecam videos. I am at home. I spend most of my time during the year at Birmingham Uni. I'm a full-time student. It takes up an awful lot of time, and that's the first reason. I'm doing what I would say is a fairly difficult course, and it takes an awful lot more time than at least first year did. I'm a second year student now, moving into third year. And so my planned video schedule, my planned ideas, a lot of them went out the window. Focus had to be on education, at least in the short term, and that's exactly what happened, which is why I'm back in the summer where I have a lot of free time. And that's why I'm so excited. I've got all the time in the world to relearn Payday 2, one of my absolute favourite games of all time. The second reason was that an awful lot of events seemed to conspire against me. I'd say, for example, last week I wanted to make this video. I've been home for a little while now, and I was really excited to make another Payday 2 video, let you guys know I'm back, and let you know there's going to be regular content returning, and I got really ill. And these sort of occasions, these events, have plagued me on YouTube in the past 12 months. This is my third laptop in 2 years, because the others have broken out on me, and it's not a massive fan of this particular laptop. I think it has a number of problems with it. It's the same one. Obviously, I get it on my insurance. Every time it breaks, I have to get it sent off and have it replaced. So I can't wait to actually get a different type of a laptop for my traveling when I'm abroad next year, and hopefully continue to make videos. But yeah, there's another issue that has plagued me over the years in video making, and third and finally, probably most importantly, I lost my passion, not for video making particularly. I lost my passion for gaming for a little while, particularly Payday 2. It's a game I have played since launch. I think you guys will understand that the number of hours I put into the game over such a long period of time, it can wear thin on you. A game even like Payday that updates fairly frequently, the repetition can get to you. And at the time, like I said, I was distracted by work, and I kind of moved away from gaming in general, and that's why my brand new Smite channel, out the window. This channel, no videos in 5 months. That will all be changing, though, from now on. The time is there, and I'm excited to play Payday 2 again. No small reason being the number of free copies that we're giving away and the sheer quantity of Crime.net users on the line. I'm so excited to see an invigorated Payday 2 community. This game was dying out a little. We were seeing below 10,000 concurrent users almost all day, every day. Now we've got 4 times that at what I would say is an off-peak time. I turned the game on for the first time yesterday just to see everything was working. Over 50,000 users. So very exciting. And obviously there's a connection there. Guy makes YouTube videos. More people are watching Payday. He makes more YouTube videos because he wants that revenue. That is not the connection that I particularly made. Obviously it's true that I'm hoping with there being more Payday players, more people will watch my stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm playing Payday because I want to. And this past month has actually done wonders for the channel. It has actually grown for the first time in a very long time, because it had stagnated before that, and that's without making any videos. So I'm hoping that I can get as many of you as possible interested in my channel, what I have to offer. And I'd like to also congratulate the other guys who are doing wonderful. Connor Shaw, Beecroft. I've not been watching anything to do with Payday because, like I said, I was burnt out on the game like nothing else. But these guys, I still follow them on Twitter and I see what they're doing, and they've still been doing absolutely wonderful themselves, making brilliant content and deserving all the success they have been receiving. So hats off to them. That's my explanation as to why I disappeared off. I want to apologise because I have not developed a reputation for consistency and following through on my word, and that's something I'd like to turn around. I'm going to be more conservative with my promises. I would like to stream again, actually. That's why I'd like a better face cam going on. But I'm not going to make any scheduled promises just because I've had 1 week successful streaming like I have in the past, and then let everyone down, not follow through with it, and being immensely inconsistent. And that's something I want to turn around from now on. Again, I'll be cautious with my words to not make any promises I end up being unable to keep. What else do I want to mention? One complaint I have been noticing, because I still get my emails coming through from the comments on my phone, and I read it every single day. Why are there so many adverts on this video, you money grabber? Just to let you know, videos with an awful lot of adverts, those adverts have not been put there by me. I have never actually put an advert on my video outside the regular pre-roll and overlay adverts. I've never messed around with that. YouTube has never been a revenue business for me. I'm a student, the revenue is greatly appreciated, but it's not a necessity, so there is no reason for me to put people off my channel, which is more what it's about for me, being able to grow a community that are actually interested in what I do. There's no reason why I would ever alienate those people by putting loads of ads on my videos. In fact, I have in the past gone through removing every single ad one by one. I believe this is caused by some changes in the rules made about 12 months ago, and I believe it is my network that has decided that the successful videos deserve to be plagued with adverts. I apologise to everyone who has been put off the videos by 30 ads. It's ridiculous, the fact that they think that anyone will sit, like my content is that good that someone's going to sit through 30 ads. I am not that dumb as to do that. But it's a network I've been through since I was when I was a very small channel. It's a network that gives you a very good cut of the money you make, and that's why I was with them. But they have developed some dodgy practices, and I'm going to get out of there as soon as possible. Any video that still has an awful lot of monetization on it, I'm going to go through, try and find, and just demonetize them altogether. It's not the best idea for me because it tends to be those videos that get the most views and are the most popular that my network decides to do this with, but at the end of the day I don't care. I'd much rather someone watch the entire video than was put off from the video and my channel because of a ridiculous sum of ads. Because anyone with 30 mid-roll ads, the guy's going to maybe watch one and think, God, I'm not watching the rest of this video. So not only do you get very low retention time, you also only get the revenue from the one ad. It's ridiculous. It's a strange system, and it's something that I'm going to remove immediately. I have actually in the past gone through individually removing each advert from those over monetized videos, but that didn't seem to work. They seem to be popped up immediately. So if you ever see a video with a comment saying, if you guys are getting tons of mid-roll ads, let me know. I do appreciate that. It's good to know if those videos are still broken and covered in ads. Do reply if you're getting a lot, and I apologize for that. That is not me, and I hate it. Awful practice. But anyway, let's move on. Talk a little bit about Payday 2 because I have missed a lot, and I have been vaguely keeping up with the game. I think I missed the game's last paid DLC, the Gauge Russian pack. I have bought it. Don't know what it entails. Can't wait to find out, and I'm going to get into all those details as soon as possible. You guys may notice I am Infamy level 19, level 0. I could easily be Infamy level 25 if I'd actually just, gone Infamous every time I made 100. But at the time, it was more relevant, I suppose, for me to stay at 100, keep all my skills, make skill videos, make build videos, make different videos that could only really work, high difficulty videos that could only really work if I was around about level 100. But I've decided that I think I'd rather enjoy the game as fresh, start off from level 0 as I'm doing right here, and I think it'll make for more interesting streams when I do get round to doing that. Furthermore, there's a lot of new players, so there'll be a lot of people to grind up with as well, which I'm excited for. Crime Spree update. Now, Crime Spree is something I don't know an awful lot about. I know it is sort of a play on the idea of 7-day jobs. Everyone who was with Payday 2 at the start of its life will know, you know, the number of days that jobs could have was shown at the top of the screen when you pick the job, and it would go up to 7, and people were like, when's the 7-day job gonna come out? Well, the idea of the crime spree is these consecutive jobs, one after another, and it gives you that sort of flowing feeling of going from one heist to a next like it is a continuous job. It was a great idea by Overkill, and I know it's now the best way to level up, so with that addition as well, it should be easier for me to get back to level 100 as soon as possible. And I know there was an update to that recently with, like I say, new modifiers and new rewards, which is awesome. I wish this had existed from the start of the game. I believe you get all the maths, all the colours, all the patterns and things. The things that I grinded jewelry stores for the past however many hours of Payday 2 I've played, just to unlock. Would have been wonderful back when Mask of the Day was still a consistent series. So that's the crime spree and the crime spree update. Can I have a look at any... Why is it not moving? I do apologise if you hear a dog in the background. We do have a dog. That is the only off-putting thing for these videos. I'm not sure why it's not letting me scroll through and have a look at them, but I was watching them scroll through before, and I know there are brand new throwable Matryoshka doll grenades. I pronounced that appallingly, you know, the Russian doll grenades, Call of Duty Black Ops style. I used to be able to say that word much easier. Matryoshka, oh god. Correct me in the comments. I'm actually going to be flying around those comment section today. I really want to be more community driven, because at times it has felt like I've been a bit frosty, a bit aloof with the community, and I've failed to reply to comments when I really should have. I see crew management over here. This is wonderful. I believe, just from what I saw on the update page when this was released, these were big improvements to your ability to customize what weapons, what customization your team AI brings. So it's brilliant for those of you who either play alone or don't play in a full party of 4. And I think they also made the AI more competent. Very much so like that Team AI mod that I showed off a little while ago, that was one of the best mods in the game, second to none really. And I noticed that they have made some improvements to that, which is awesome. A brand new little tab here for me to mess around with things. If I go on crime.net, I see Crime Spree being a brand new option that I have not explored yet. The yacht heist, which was being in the files since the start of the game, is finally here. I think there are 4 new heists that I've not touched. I believe there were... I could be wrong here. I think there were 2 classics added that I've not played, and I know there were 2 continental heists based around the release. Was it the release of John Wick 2, or was it... I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the last heist that I played was the Scarface Mansion. So yeah, I really have been away from the game for too long, but that's 4 new heists for me to try out. I do feel like a kid in a candy store right now. That is so very exciting. I also saw there was a Desync beta going on. For some reason, it just won't let me scroll through. There was a Desync beta. Desync has always been a problem that has plagued Payday 2 since the get-go. It has been a system problem, and it has been something that I never thought they'd fix. I just thought that this co-op multiplayer game that really relied on its co-op for replayability, and it was the crux of the game's success, really. The fact that a game like that had so many issues with player desync, the fact that this is finally being ironed out by a lengthy beta process is wonderful. These are the kind of updates we want to see as they round Payday 2 off as a complete game and we move towards the infamous Payday 3. Like I said, I think I mentioned earlier in this video that that is going to be a video I release. I recorded it before I went on my little hiatus, I suppose I could call it. Can you really have a 5-month hiatus? It seems like a long time. For just a little holiday, but I noticed that that video was actually still on my computer, completed. I have all that commentary. I'm going to replace the gameplay, and hopefully you guys enjoy that as my first new proper video on the channel as far as Payday is concerned. Those of you new to the channel, not all my videos are going to be staring at the menu, listening to I Need Your Love on repeat. I love that song. And rambling on with this dodgy face cam. Normally they're much higher production value, but I felt like this one had to be honest, sincere, and completely unscripted. without any sort of flashy special effects, just staring at Rust with a Genji mask. It just seemed about right to me. And I hope those of you who sat through it have still enjoyed it, despite its lack of professionalism and interesting things to watch on screen other than my ridiculously overly expressive face. Please, whatever you do, don't pause this video at any point in time. I will be pulling a dodgy face. It'll be good for a laugh, I suppose. Anyway, ladies and gents, really pleased to actually finally make this video. It gets harder and harder every day when the gap between your last upload expands to make a video, to have the confidence to say, yeah, people will still care. I hope some of you still do, and I'm very appreciative for those who watch this video. Ladies and gents, thank you again, and I will see you all in the next one.